Sorry. Hey, good morning, everybody. How's it going? Huh. My volume seems a little low today. Let me fix it. It always changes with the times. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, JBB. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the Scarred Thumb Podcast. David, as always, back again. We got a fun little podcast for you. We're talking about right now with summer. It's really almost over. School's starting again. The dog days of summer here. But everyone's come out with their swimsuit DLCs. They gotta get a little extra money from their fan base, and it's funny. It's always funny because when they know they can appeal to men, it's only when they want an extra buck. It's always the gotcha games that are trying to squeeze you for cash that do a fantastic job, and then of course fighting games will come out or with the DLCs that are here's these sexy DLCs that we want you to buy. We could get a little extra money out of this franchise before we move on to the next game. But here is people were a little bit upset at how some of the Tekken swimsuit DLC turned out. Let's just say that. Ready for October to be here? Yeah, it's maybe it'll get a little cooler in October. We'll see. But this is learning the law here with an example. This was DOA Swimsuit Edition, and this, of course, is Tekken 8. And the proportions, I mean, I don't, the proportions is really just the issue here. And I don't think this is some sort of like awokeness that Harada is taking part in. I think this is just incompetence. I think that's a lot of issues probably with Tekken 8 right now. And when you look at this, it's like, this is all of them next to each other. It's like the same body type, essentially. I don't see the difference. And you could see, like, it's like the same body type, but they'll have different head sizes. So some of them look better than others. I mean, you could see just how short, like in 10, that's what this picture's based off of, how short the neck looks. And this is, there's just something isn't right about it. It looks kind of bad with June 2. And I brought up, let's go to the Photoshop here. And you can kind of see just, this is another DOA model. And she looks fine. You know, she has a little bit of a neck here. And you can kind of see like the proportions, especially if you go like here. The shoulders are just too much, man. Her shoulders, you look just how far, like her hip, where the hip starts versus where the shoulder goes to. It just doesn't seem to match up. You know, the wide shoulders just makes her look manly. And then the zero neck is, it's no good. It's really no good here. Let's see. Bring that back up. You just, the proportions just aren't there. They needed to tweak this, and it just seems like they didn't have time. So it's like, hey, let's get the same body model and just switch their heads. So like I said, I don't think this is wokeness. I think this is just incompetence, which is unfortunate because when you buy a swimsuit pack, you want the characters to look sexy. And good looking. I mean, oh my! And this, look at this. This is a bug here. Like I said, it's just seems like it's sheer incompetence. This looks awful. Like it's like half like a man's body and half a woman's. What is going on with this game? People pay money for this DLC, and this is what they get. And this is the. This is like the 5th worst thing Tekken has done in the past few months. Well, yeah, Ryan. I'm sure Tekken 8 seems like a train wreck overall. So this is just piling onto it. But I mean, you can see this as an example. And like Anna, I think this is Anna.
You know, something about you just rubs me the wrong way.
And she looks fine, though. Like her head looks too small. It's like they didn't do the work to proportion their body models with their heads. Like she looks fine on this. So it's really, and like she looks okay. I think June does not look good at this. But maybe it's just the colors. Yeah, that's okay. It just, some of them just look really bad. So, you win. But it's just a shame when they're asking money for this kind of stuff that's clearly the work has not been put into it. And that yet they want your hard-earned money. Maybe, I don't know, is this included in the ultimate packs too? Like you paid like $100 and this is what you're getting for your cash? It's a little bit messy. And I think Tekken 8 sold well too. But it just seems overall like they've got like a newer team. They don't have the talent at the moment, or they need to develop the talent really quick to make this better. There was also this was like kind of an interesting thing that just popped up my timeline. So this is Harada commenting on a new character. They swapped out Namco team with the former devs of Soul Calibur, who just ruined Soul. I mean, that's what I heard. And I also heard some people that used to work on Pokken are actually on the Tekken team now too. So like like former Pokken devs and former Soul Calibur devs that just ruined their franchise now working on Tekken. So it's that's the thing, is like the names stay the same like for the IPs, but so much of it is the team. You don't think about it because the developers aren't necessarily the same. The developers don't have like name recognition on it. Like, oh man, like a football team or something. But like you could tell instantly if it's like a baseball team or a football team after they win the championship, how many people get traded out. Like, oh, these guys are going to suck this year. It's pretty obvious. They just ruined that franchise. But with game development, that doesn't appear until after the product's out. Oop, peeking a little bit. I don't know why. But this was another thing. People were hot about this person in Madagascar. So this is Tekken Madagascar. He's responding to this, who's responding to this thing. Ain't nobody... I mean, you can already tell who it is. You don't even have to look at the... who's complaining here. Ain't nobody from Madagascar look like that. Now, this clearly is a very worldly person, but you can tell by the way he phrased that ain't nobody washed their chicken. Many people don't know it, but Madagascar are a mix of Asian, Indonesian, African. Nearly 90% from Central Madagascar look like her. Wendy Kathina, a local famous singer, is a perfect example to contest your point. These are Malagasy girls. It's not a minority at all. And of course, people were upset about. I guess there's a character. I don't know if they have a picture of her. This is one of the new characters that apparently from Madagascar. The reality is that they're just the black community just hates light-skinned people or like white people in general. So the second you make a character from South Africa or like Africa at all, considering just how dumb a lot of them are, they immediately think, oh, she's got to be black. She's got to be dark as coal. Essentially, is the only way to please them. So this was the issue. She's not dark skinned enough, and Harada actually commented on this as well, saying that they didn't just visit. We didn't just visit and stay there. We actually studied the local roots, on-site history. So they actually went. It's actually kind of funny following this up after this other story. Like, where are your priorities at, Harada? Like, how much money are you putting into this when you're putting out this, Harada? I don't know. It remains to be seen. Not just World Heritage Sites co-designed characters with the gaming community of Madagascar had those design reviews and refined by the local community. They're really refining this, I guess. The Swimsuit DLC is not so much. And even cast voice actors from Madagascar. So I understand there are things that people who haven't been there simply wouldn't know. I trust that people realize there's a world beyond what they can learn from personal experience or just searching online. So Harada fighting back about that. And clearly they put a lot of design into the girl from Madagascar. Again, maybe not so much in their game, but good job, Harada. Good job. Let's move on. Oh, we're just bashing Harada today. I guess it kind of worked out, but Harada says casual fighting game fans would struggle to master a new Tekken Tag Tournament. Better off as a separate mode within the standard Tekken game. And this is unfortunate because I think fighting games are one of the game modes or like genres that really are performance based. I mean, it's hard to get around the fact that with fighting games, it's about playing the fighting game well. That's like one of the cores of it is playing, practicing, going into like competition and like getting better at the game. That's one of the core parts of video games, of that, video game genre. It's not a content-based game. It's not, you don't play through it once and then put it down. But unfortunately, that's like where the market is right now. the market's not about performance-based games. It's all about content-based games, appealing to the player that's going to play it for, like 10 hours, play through it and then put it down. That's where the money's at, unfortunately. So appealing to the hardcore player, and I think that's really like their core base is people that want to play it to get better, to perform well, to try the competitive online and maybe get involved in the fighting game scene. It's just really sad when you hear them say it gets better off as a separate mode. Like, we're really just focusing on casual fans, and it's the same thing with like stuff like Monster Hunter now. You just see it everywhere now. Guilty Gear is another thing that I also mentioned. I think it's the next one, or no, it's further on. Where like, hey, we need Guilty Gear to do well, but Strive super casualized their genre. It's just happening with every fighting game right now, and I don't know if fighting games will be the same going forward in the next 10 years, or they're just going to get super dumbed down into something MOBA-ish, or like you can play it on your phone or something like that. It could no inputs, no directional inputs, no nothing. We got to simplify it as much as we can. We got to have comeback mechanics. It'll be hilarious if they make E.T. remake for modern audience, because it's what caused the crash. They should. What would be the E.T.? I don't know. I don't know if what could crash video games at this point. It's just so big and so wide. And they may, but the competitive free marketing from content creators will buckle. Yeah, that is like one of the things where I think it was like I said, that Electric Underground I listened to is like a lot of content creators that like may not like Tekken 8, but if their audience, their whole channel is Tekken 8, it's really hard not to play through this right now. Where it's like, oh, I don't like this game, or I think the direction of this game sucks. That they're going in sucks, but what do? You have to continue to play it. You have to continue to glaze it in a sense where you don't want to like be trash talking it all the time, unless you make that your channel direction. A lot of Tekken content creator rug pulled, and it's costing business. They had to expand their games now. Yeah, exactly. I think diversifying was probably the way to go to begin with, but it is kind of sad when you're known for like being like the Tekken guy, and then all of a sudden you like the franchise just goes off in a different direction, and now all of a sudden you're like, what do I do now? Like, what game do I try to attach myself to? How do I avoid it? Eris avoiding the puddle put it so well. You look at Tekken, then you look at your family, and then start playing matches. Yeah, I think that I've heard that quote from Eris too. Other places where it's like, all right, I guess this is my job, so it can't, a job's a job. It can't always be rainbows and sunshine. But I don't know how long. If you had to do that, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, which some of these people have to do, like playing a game you don't enjoy, or a game that reminds you that what you lost. That's rough. That's a rough thing to go through. But yeah, so the hardcore, they ate it up, for example, Tag 2, but the average player, it's very hard to gain more casual audience, I guess you could say. And that just seems to be where everybody's going now. From a business perspective, you want the casual audience. And I don't see how I don't think you can square the two. If you want to make a game that, how do you make a game that's, really competitively challenging, and then also appeal to casuals? Like, if you simplify the controls, you lose some of it. And that's, again, like one of the things that was brought up to me that I think was really interesting is like sometimes with like I don't think Tekken has like complicated inputs, but with stuff like Capcom, or even Guilty Gear, that have the directional inputs for moves, that's part of the move. It's part of what makes the move the move. Like a full 360 command grab is what, if you just make that one button, it changes what the move is. It's part of the cost to do the move. It just if you change it, you change the move. It's not like you can't have it in a vacuum. And like making comeback mechanics again, like if you don't have those, part of like what makes chess is the fact that you can bring players into this no-win scenario, this checkmate situation where at one point the mistakes they made, maybe like 10, 20 moves before, that mistake cascades into failure. And if you don't have that in like competitive games, then you lose a lot of the strategy. Where it's like, oh, I got knocked down. Oh, they're gonna super. I'm going to die from chip. You can't. You have to have those kind of situations where you can trap people in a no-win situation in order to have like a competitive game. If they can just like super out, or they have this like weird comeback mechanic where they can just turn the game around, it may make for good, television. It might make, for really good clips to share online, but it's not good in terms of the competitive validity of the game. And it seems like that's like a no-no for the sort of casual audience now. It's considered like you got to have a way for them to make it, to come back somehow. But yeah, it's unfortunate to see in a lot of these games nowadays. They can always just be successful without trying to make every game a contender to dethrone Minecraft. I know, but I think that's like what AAAs have to go for now. Or like that's what they feel like they have to go for. Everything has to sell millions upon millions of copies because the budgets are out of control on these games. There's just so much that goes into, I think, the presentation is just sucking up so much money that if you make a game with like this level like presentation, you have to try and make it a AAA game. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but I feel that's what has become now. Like the graphics, making these like really good-looking 3D games. I mean, good-looking is subjective here, but to make these style of games, you just have to spend so much money to do so. It just makes it to where like you have to go for the most amount of people possible if you're trying to like sell it to your parent company, or like what is it, Namco? We're trying to go to Namco and say like, hey, we want to make a new Tekken. It's like, we're gonna make all this stuff so it sells, millions upon millions. We need to sell 8 million copies of this game in order to be successful or consider a success. So it's really, unfortunately, I think it's really hard nowadays for AAA games to make it. At least, a really competitive, really that appeals to like your really hardcore base, that has like deep mechanics. It's just considered, sort of like a too much of a risk nowadays, at least in a lot of fighting games. This was something that was brought up, another swimsuit thing that was slightly controversial that I think really isn't anything. Capcom came out with their swimsuit edition, and this is Cabrutus. He says, we know what you're doing, and you know what you're doing, and we also know what you're doing. I think this is, unfortunately, I think he's way off the mark. I think this is just the RE engine. Has bad lighting sometimes, where Cammy looks kind of old in her face here, but it's nothing really. And this is another more like one of the sort of like right wing, I don't know if right wing, but sort of like anti-woke Twitter accounts here, saying the shit looks like a downgrade from the concept art. This is why I despise RE Engine. I think this is just an issue with the engine and lighting, not necessarily the intention of the artist, because this concept art looks great. And then, of course, Chung-Li was another thing they brought out that people really like it. Again, I just hate the lighting that they have in this game. It just looks terrible. I mean, look at this. Like, here's her in the concept art. I don't like this character design all that much. Manon looks a little bit too manly in the sort of jaw area, but when you look at her in the engine, it's just some of the shadows just aren't flattering. So it's not, again, I don't think this is an issue with intention here, like what they're trying to do. They're not trying to make her look ugly. They're just incompetent. But let's move on from the. No, wait, hold on a second. Did the Eartheon? Did I miss the Guilty Gear? I thought I had something like Guilty Gear. I must have forgot to click it. Let me go to here. So let's finish off. This was an interesting thing. Guilty Gear Strive's producer told Dextro the future of the series could depend on the version 2.1 update succeeding. If it fails, they'll have to stop updating the game and may have to leave Guilty Gear behind. Like, it didn't Strive sell a crap load of copies? So what is the issue? Let's see, Strive sales number. Maybe they just want to stop. And honestly, I hope they just stop making Strive. It sold over 3 million copies. A milestone was reached following the game's launch on Switch. So, I mean, they're selling millions upon millions of copies. 3 million is pretty damn good for a fighting game. But now they'll have to stop updating the game if 2.0 doesn't bring in more people. Honestly, I loved Midnight Carnival, X2 Midnight Carnival. It was a really fun fighting game that had cool characters, but what they're doing with Strive just sucks. This is Jam. Hold on, I didn't bring this, but let's Drown Crowberry. Let's see. Let me look if I can find her Strive. Very cute character, but where's the Strive design here? Did they release images of the... I thought they might have had the Strive designs, or maybe it was fake. Let me see if I can find. I guess not. I can't... It's not out yet, so it's probably not out. So it may not be a final design. It could be. Could just be I was fooled by Twitter. Oh, I see. So this was a potential leak. And I hope it's fake, because this is what being touted as a potential leak, and I don't think this would be nuts if it is. It'd be nuts if that's that, but we'll see. Let's move on. Let's move on from fighting games. To be competitive, it has to be mastered NPCs, and that's unfortunate, because I think right now, even from what I heard, even some of the Japanese people in Tekken that are super good and have been playing the game for probably 20 plus years are struggling right now with noobs that are just throwing out 50-50s, and they're really trying to sweating to keep up. Which you can get into the game, I guess. You don't have to have 10 plus years of skill to compete at the top level. So maybe that's good for young blood, but I don't know if it really is good for the franchise in the long run. We'll see. This was it. I talked about Eartheon the other day. Kind of a cool looking Sega thing, but already bootlegs are appearing for the game. And this is, I think, one of the concepts of you can actually play it on a Sega. You can actually have Sega carts, but they're not out yet, and bootlegs have already appeared. Just saying it's going to be a double scam, since they won't have the latest updates of the cart. So a hacked ROM of Eartheon is being circulated online. Some people may think it's official, but it's not. The official version is made available on Steam, only on Steam for now. The MDG Gen version, the Master Drive Genesis version, will launch next year as a cartridge only. No downloadable ROM is planned. Please support through official channels. And it is actually crazy. I mean, you think pirating, something that only happens AAA companies, but even these small developers still have to deal with it, which I think is especially sucks when the game's fairly cheap and you have like a small developer that really can't, fight these sort of like piracy stuff going around. So hopefully people will go and support the game and keep it going, because it does seem like it was a game that was made with a lot of love and passion for like the that era of Genesis games. Again, it just has a really unique look. I'm looking forward to playing it when I get time. I do have some other stuff I need to get through. Let's just buy Eartheon. If you want to play with a ROM at a minimum drop them a purchase so we can continue to get more. So yeah, it's like if you want to play the ROM, buy the game on Steam. Support them a bit, and then if you just don't want to play with Steam, that's fine. I think it's a good idea to not have just a Steam copy, and have something that maybe could be more permanent, an actual like EXE that you can just launch that's standalone. That's good for preservation, but obviously you want to support the developers when especially when it's a small developer like that. Speaking of, let's move on to Nintendo news. Nintendo put up a survey asking about key cards, and the survey was deactivated like within a day. Sorry, the survey is not active. And then now deactivated survey, which participants act for their thoughts on physical and digital games. So it just immediately went down shortly after. I don't know if they just had a certain amount of people, certain amount of responses they wanted before they shut it down, but it looks like it didn't last long. So people had a chance to let their voices be heard, but it was a very small window. I have a feeling that it's a very controversial topic right now. Oh, I hate when they do date and month. They switch date and month. Damn Europeans. But this is Eurogamer. So it's crazy how quickly the survey went up and then the survey goes down. They're conducting a survey about physical and digital games. I'd say in general, when it comes to games for a Nintendo Switch system, do you prefer purchasing a physical format or a digital format? Which, honestly, you can say physical all you want under survey. I'm sure they have results, actual sales data, not to mention the fact that they can have their own eShop where they keep 100% of the money rather than worrying about any sort of a physical retailer that they have to, share part of the profits with them. So there's no way they're like going back from digital. Digital is going to still continue, but I guess it's good that they might, say like, hey, if they get enough positive response from that, pro physical anti-key card, maybe that does help influence their decision to go in more of a physical direction, or at least allow those physical releases, the full cards. It would be nice, because I think a lot of people just they hate the idea of like a Game Pass key. And I'm sure there are plenty of people that like physical. They love collecting physical. They like having a shelf with a bunch of carts on it. And I hope they get what they want. I'm not a big physical person myself, but it's good to have. It's good to have. And I don't think physical is like the way for preservation. Unfortunately, it's more in like ROMs and sort of pirated copies that have like everything on it. Stuff like GOG's doing. Unfortunately, with the Nintendo route, physical might be the only way you can do it, I'm afraid. And they deactivated the survey. Let's move on. I've got a lot of stuff, but I'm going to move through this quickly. This was fun. This patent, crankable, clickable wheel. I'm thinking like, oh man, they're making some sort of fishing game. It's just a cool looking accessory. Though someone immediately put another post I saw, which looks crazy. This video looks crazy. Let me open this up. Somebody uses his own crank baby for Bubble Bobble. And like I love this idea, and it doesn't get used as much, but it does change how the game's played when you have that sort of like physical connection, or how like cranking it does make a difference. on the game. It's just so it's just a fun thing to say. This is Dr. Tom Tilley who made this up. Just really funny looking contraption, but I love it with this sort of game. This guy really likes his puzzle bobble here. Bust a move. Always fun. I remember playing that in the arcade and like when I was on vacation one time. It was a lot of fun. Nintendo would make bank by opening up the controller API. It'd be cool to see like what people could come up with in terms of controllers. Because I've even like when I was like following Splatoon accounts, a lot of people would try like make these like light gun like replicas of the actual weapons to play and shoot with. That's a lot of fun. Take-Two CEO. I mean, Switch seems like it's doing really well. We feel really good about the Switch 2. We are bringing a lot of titles for Switch 2. We're committed to the platform. It's so far so good. I think you're going to see a lot of it just with the absolute sales numbers that they're doing right now. There's zero chance this isn't going to get support. There's zero chance this won't get support from third parties when it's such a big platform. Especially, since it's kind of ahead of the game. Now, this was an interesting list when it looks at the top 100 Switch games on Switch 2, and you just look at the first party games that are on this list. So this is actual Nintendo first party games. The number one spot, actually right now, is UFO 50, which seems like a very fun game. It's like a collection of small games that a bunch of developers kind of put together. I've heard good things about it. I think the only like criticism I've heard of it is like you kind of wish when you find like a game you like, you kind of wish you had more of it. So they're a little bit smaller, but kind of like a cool collection of games. But you look, number 2 is Super Mario Party. Number 3 is Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 4 is Mario Kart Deluxe. Already in the top 10, there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the top 10 games are Nintendo first party. New Horizons still outselling it. And I mean, you just look at this. This list is just full. I mean, when it comes to the eShop, and I assume like a lot of the sales are generated from there. Maybe the majority of Nintendo sales are generated from there. You can see that Nintendo is very much a first party. Nintendo Switch 2 is very much a first party system. This was interesting, and I almost didn't think of covering it because it's like it doesn't really relate to video games, but it kind of does. So, and I guess Asmongold covered it too. But this is an executive order from the Trump administration, which means it could be reversed the second a Democrat gets in the White House. So it may not be the salvation everyone thinks it is, but they've officially taken a stance against debanking. The executive order kind of saying like some financial institutions, and it's kind of crazy that the federal government suggested that such institutions flag individuals who made transactions related to a company like Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, or made peer-to-peer payments that involve terms like Trump or MAGA, even though there is no specific evidence tying those individuals to criminal conduct. Some of this stuff is crazy. I mean, that is crazy stuff. Bank regulators have used supervisory scrutiny and other influences over regulated banks to directly or otherwise encourage politicized or unlawful debanking activities. Operation Choke Point, for example, was well documented and systematic, a means by which the federal regulators pushed banks to minimize their involvement with individuals and companies engaged in lawful activities and industries disfavored by regulators based on factors other than the individualized, objective, risk-based standards. So basically just pointing out directly that there were, in which most people knew, there was obvious discrimination against right-wing leaning businesses and organizations and people, and the government encouraged banks to either debank them or, I guess in this case, basically disfavor them, which is an insane thing to do. And again, very seems like a complete violation of the First Amendment. We're all about reputational risk. I work at a bank. Yeah, and like that. The term reputation risk was something that was brought up last week in response to like Visa and MasterCard saying like, oh, we have to worry about our brand. That's why we can't be supporting these games. Give with a soul. That's like a nice. Yeah, it's just crazy. So basically saying like it's the policy of the United States that no American should be denied access to financial services because they're constitutional or statutorily protected beliefs, affiliations, or political views. So it's hard to say if this is actually going to do something like as far as like credit card companies go, as far as banks go, but it is a nice statement, or like a good executive order for the time being. It really needs to be more made into an actual law. So it can't just be reversed in the first 100 days of a different administration. But it's kind of cool to see. Kind of cool to see. Who knows if, Visa and MasterCard are going to be like, oh, read the writing on the wall, see where things are going in reverse course, but we'll see. This is just Sony and Nintendo price stock hitting an all-time high on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. So right now they're doing well. Everything's going well in video games. There's been some layoffs, but in terms of stock price, doing very well. But some people aren't doing well. So Sony confirms Bungie is becoming part of the PlayStation Studios. This independence is getting lighter. This is Marty O'Donnell, which, he's running as a Republican for Congress. I think he might actually be a representative or no. He's running for Congress again. Unfortunately, he's very pro-Israel, which is sad to see. When you're throwing out like, oh, you're against politicians going to the Wailing Wall, you're anti-Semitic. Very disappointing because I like Marty. He's been a good voice for like right wingers in video games. Right-wing people making art. But unfortunately, he's also a boomer in some respects too. So, but Bungie, as I think everyone guessed, is going away. I have a feeling that Marathon is not coming out. That would be my guess. I'm looking for it to be canceled, just straight out in a, I don't know, maybe a month or two time would be the timeline. I guess I'd be shocked if they released Marathon. Who knows if this is going to be good for Bungie or not? Probably not. I don't have a lot of faith in Sony either. This was a follow-up to the news that we covered last week. They've actually redone the artwork and put new artwork in after they removed it. After it was found that the Ho-Oh was like a complete trace from a fan art. They decided to get rid of that, but now they have the new interactive art. Looks good. This one I just find fun, where people sort of like they're autistically looking for the background in these old Pokemon cards, and they find it in like these stock photos. Volume 6 4 Seasons by Nature CD, spotted by, and this is the person that found it. There's a whole team dedicated to finding the backdrops for these old Pokemon cards. It's kind of cool. Nice nerd stuff, This is just kind of sad. Rare, I mean, I guess good news, Rare, as they're celebrating their 40 years. And then when you look at all these characters, you're like, man, what happened to these franchises? Perfect Dark 2 getting canceled. Battletoads. If you've seen like the latest Battletoads like game, it was a joke. Conkers and Banjo, just sort of like, I don't know. When's the last time I played one of their games? Actually, I never played Conkers, now I think about it. It just seems like they haven't really done much since moving to Xbox. They're doing Sea of Thieves, though. Sea of Thieves is doing really well. Great live service game, guys. Awesome. Let's move on here. Oh, this is just, it's funny. I'm not going to cover this too much because I want to move on to get some other stuff, but they banned someone for their public support of Israel. And then now they have to apologize because apparently there's some groups, like white people, they can ban them for political beliefs all the time. Totally easy to do. But Jewish people, it's a little bit harder for some reason. I was a TO for LMB, and while I did not initiate the ban, I reached out to me for assistance explaining that he had been targeted on anti-Semitic grounds. Instead of helping him and taking action to lift the ban, I ignored his DMs, attempting to resolve the situation. I would like to personally apologize to Teapot and regret not having done more to prevent this. I have since educated myself on anti-Semitism and discrimination generally, including anti-Zionism. Oh, I hate anti-Zionism. That's the worst. And I vow to ensure that any form of anti-Semitism at my tournaments will be promptly addressed. There are certain people you just can't criticize, I guess. And they're learning it right now. The whole thing makes me want to vomit, but it's kind of funny to see them getting a taste of their own medicine. And, it's speaking of anti-Zionism, apparently there's this transgender running event called Jen Piss Girl, which is great. I mean, good-looking person. And if you look at, did someone mention their profile? Shoot. Where was their profile picture? Oh, it says that they since removed their. Oh wait. Oh, there it is, right here. NYC, transgender, Jewish, and Free Palestine. Yep, it's just got everything you want. Great community. Smash NYC has. I can't wait to get involved in competitive video games now. This is sad. Sad thing. Uma Musume Pretty Derby is a cool horse racing game, but it's also based on real horses, which is cool because it adds like a lot of character. They can put in a lot of their personalities that the individual horses have into the things. But one of the downsides is that they are real horses. Then they actually have a real lifespan. So this is announcing one of the still living horses from the game. Grass Wonder passed away on August 8th. So Grass Wonder, I get 30 years old, which isn't a bad run for a horse. I think. I don't know how long horses are supposed to live, but 30 seems pretty good. So this is the in-game character, of course, the real-life horse who passed away. He retired in 2000 after earning over $4.6 million in prize money. So a good investment of a horse. And then so it is kind of sad. Though this is a happy 35th birthday of M2. The only reason I included this is because I love this picture. This is a place and time in a picture right here. These old World War II planes flying into a 20 is good for a horse. Okay. So 30 doing really well here. I mean, look at this. These planes flying into fighting a giant ghost shark is just. I love this picture. I love this artwork. Why can't they bring this shit back? Now we just get computer generated slop. I don't know why I love this picture so much. It's just like, man, yes, this is it. This is the vibe I want in my video game. Let me fight ghost sharks in a ship. It's just like this childish guy is like, let me take two things. I think planes are cool, and I also think sharks are cool. Let's just have them fight each other. Like you just have a toy chest that you're fighting each other with. Like, yeah, this is the way to go. This is another interesting. This is a demo to keep up if you like shoot 'em ups. I've been following this. So this is Conjunctive Visor. Demo will be available on Steam in just a couple of days. I really like the way this looks. It has like a cool vibe to it. It has like a sword and shit. Just one of those some of the shoot 'em ups are also just like a weird have like a weirdness to them. Very Japanese. So check it out if you're into this. Keep an eye out for the demo. This is Connie Pro Games on Twitter. I'm sure you can find like a wish list for the game on there. And this is another. I played through this alpha right now. This is a Priz. What is it called? Prismedia. This is a demo out for that. I played through the alpha version. It's just 2 stages, but it's free. You can play it on itch. Download it. I will say, man, if you just listen to this, I hate the soundtrack on this game. It's one of the. I don't even know why it bothers me so much, but maybe it's just because it's so loud. But I just hate the soundtrack, and I just can't. I can't tag why. Maybe it's just because it's too loud. The rest seem obnoxious to me. But it is a really fun. I'm not sure about the 7 stages, but it is a fun game to play through. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I have the. I can bring this in this screen. But it has. I just don't like the. I really just don't like the riffs on this. It just, for some reason, it just seems a clash with the game aesthetic itself. But as far as the gameplay goes, it's really cool because they have this. You only have 1 bomb, and if you can see, as you kill something, you have these like bomb recharge power-ups that disappear as it goes. So you have to it really kind of encourages you to play aggressive in the front part of the screen rather than stay back. And of course, you use the bomb to get multipliers, which you have to have a lot of bullets on screen. So there's some risk involved in using the bomb if you're playing for score, which seems like a cool idea. I mean, there is some rough stuff. If you look here, like the bullets themselves, I think need some animations put on them to seem more lively. Right now, they just look like kind of like sprites, just plain sprites moving in space. The other thing I don't like about the game is too much of the things on screen are like homing on your character's position. And I think with a lot of other shoot 'em ups that do it a little bit better than this, they have like a good mix of just popcorn sort of enemies that just sort of shoot stuff out into space, and then you sort of have to work in that space with some other stuff that's like targeted. You want static bullets, and you want targeted bullets. You want a mix of several different types. That some have fixed trajectories and cut off space. Others home in onto you, but it seems almost like too many of the bullets are homing in on your character. At least in that's my personal opinion. I'm no expert at shoot 'em ups. I think these boss fights. I mean the graphics on the game and the general aesthetic of the game I really enjoy. That's what kind of drew me to the game itself. I like it. The bullet patterns here are pretty nice. This is almost a little simple. This is on normal though, so it's not the most challenging mode. But I personally find the game the 2 stages to be quite challenging. Like the first one's not too bad, but the second one is pretty hard. Mainly because the bullet speed in this game is pretty fast. Like when you focus and slow down, you really get punished for it because there's a lot of bullets that are moving quite quickly. So when you're in non-focus mode, you can dodge them pretty easy. You're about the same speed as the bullets. But when you want to slow down to make precise dodging, it can be really tough. You really get punished for it because if you don't take care of these enemies that are on screen, like these guys on the side, they start shooting stuff out and really limit the amount of space you can use. But this is what I said. Everything's moving to target you. It just makes the game feel weird. Like you have to do a lot of macro dodging, which I kind of prefer. These sort of patterns, we have to kind of micro dodge through small gaps. And this boss only has like one. This is the only pattern he uses, which I hope they kind of add like a second pattern to it. Right now it's a little bit plain. I mean, this is an alpha too, so it's not a full game. It's not the full game, so there's a lot of adjustments that could be made. I hope they add in a little bit more variety in here. Like I said, everything tracks on you. I think you just need to add in a little bit more. I mean, it is intense. Like I had to play through this several times to get it, this single stage. And if this is like just stage 2, like actual stage 2, it's going to be a pretty challenging game. Now, this boss fight, I do absolute shit in. Hard mode doesn't seem that much harder. It just adds a few extra bullets. I was actually surprised how difficult this is. But, like, I play terribly in this because I know I have 2 lives and I've got bombs, so I just sort of I just decide I'm going to brute force this shit. Like, put it out. Oh, here's a bomb. Keep shooting. I really shouldn't have died to this pattern. It's not that hard. But I know I have the bomb, and I get the 1 CC on it. But there was another thing I wanted to do too. Another demo, but for that, I gotta switch over to our handy dandy Switch 2. Let's do it here. Ooh, let's do the we're gonna switch scenes here. Let's do it. Switch. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Are we streaming? I need to switch my display to HDMI 1 because this is a demo I wanted to play on Steam earlier, but it closed too quick. Mina the Hollower. This is by Yacht Club Games, famous for making Shovel Knight. They got like a cool 8-bit sort of retro style. So let's take a look at this. Everything going... All the volume's okay. It's going through, you guys. Low volume. All right, let me bring this up a little more. I maxed out the volume here. Looks like this is streaming. Okay. I'll try and turn up the master volume for the Switch. Let's see. Actually, let me see. Do anything. I don't know if I can turn up the volume here on this game. Oh wait. Go with an options menu. I can turn the sound effects up a bit. Do a live demo here. Some live gameplay for you guys. Oh no, I was looking on my thing too, my mixer. It does seem a little low. Let's choose a profile. We got 10 profiles we can use. All right, let's get into it. Choose the profile. I love these type of graphics. Dear Mina, in the dimming light of Trenborous Isle, I write with great unease. 10 years have passed since your ingenious spark generations brought prosperity to our central city of Ozex. Now their light falters, warping the landscapes. Baron Lionel, your esteemed patron, has requested your aid. Your expertise as the creator of these generators and your skill as a hollower will both be crucial. For the issue may be deeper than mere technical faults. We trust in your ability to unravel this mystery and restore the generators. So this Mina's some sort of inventor? With hope, the Marshal of Ozix. There's some mysterious happenings on this isle. Tremorous Isle, okay. She's reading it. Let's see, let's talk to this person. How do I talk to this person? Oh, jump button. Hey, good evening, just in time for landfall. See those cliffs there? Oh, shoot. Oh no, that person fell in the water. Hop over that. Oh, shit. What's happening? We're being attacked. When the blaze is happening, grab a weapon and hold on to your haunches. How do I grab a weapon? Oh, wait. Oh, this is a giant chest. Let's see. What do I get? It's a blast our maul, a hammer with explosive force, hold Y to charge up. Move to roll, crushing mace, fixed to a flexible chain. For distance, whisper and vesper, a pair of nimble daggers. Tap Y to stab in quick succession. I'm gonna go with a hammer. Sounds like fun. I'll try the other weapons, do it, then get yourself topside. We'll beat it if it's the crack at last. Whoa. Rushing. Go. Whoa. People get knocked out. Oh no, they're getting grabbed. Look out. Damn shit. Nether cracker. Ouch. That's kind of scary. Ouch. Is there a roll button? No. Ah, damn. Maybe I was supposed to lose that fight? We've lost control. We're headed straight for the cliffs. It's not one of those boss fights you're supposed to lose, or maybe you can beat it. But I suck too much. Seems my arrival did not go so well. Wake up, wake up. Get up. I'm shaking. Oh, there we go. Just gotta hit jump button. What a relief. How long was I out? Long enough for things to go sideways. Here, Lionel insists you take these vials. They'll heal you right up. Plasma vial. Stores plasma gained by attacking enemies. Press A to consume and restore health. So we got like a good... Ooh. That's easy. Okay. Get out here. We made it to the dock at least. What's this do? I don't know what that means. Is that the point? Smash rocks to get loot? Oh, that's an enemy. He's dead. Break that. Bolt hatchet. Press X to lob hatchet in front of you, creating a large shockwave. Oh, cool. It uses like MP or something? Okay. Cool combat system so far. I like it. He's got a shield. Oh, he's super good. I thought I could, like, guard crush him. Ow. Still beat him. Maybe restore some HP. It's not super easy. It's okay. How do I get past it? I can't jump over. Oh, I can lift it. Interesting. Oh no, that's the wrong button. How did I pick that up though? I know I picked it up somehow. I don't know how to do I did it though. What button did I press? Got it. Oh, okay. I do like jump. If I hold the jump button, I can dig? Oh, okay. Have like a dig attack. Interesting. She was really quick underground. Oh, my commenting's low and the music's loud? I can turn it down. Let's see. So, dig under there. Boom. So I can't go through here. Oh, but I can go underground. Okay. Chest. Oh, there's some sort of cave here. How do I break this? Oh, can I air attack? Oh no, I see. I charge a little harder. I need to get more stuff. Oh, there we go. That hits it. And this. Oh, yeah. I'm in. Ooh, bone stone. Condensed bones that can't be lost. Spend in shops. Reclaim in your underlab. Ooh, mechanics that I haven't been introduced to yet. So bones, I think is bones like my currency, I guess. Alright, get back. Guess I can't turn. Am I? No, I guess I died. Dang it. Recover one spark. Bones lost next death. Okay. I thought I thought that might be like an attack, you know, the coming up out of ground. But I guess it is not an attack. At least it's not super easy. That's always an upside. Ooh. We gotta get back there. Turns pretty quick. Seems it might take a little while to master this. Alright. Seems like a rock will kill him. You turned the your mic was our okay. It's a good fun. So far, pretty fun game. Alright, let's hit with a rock. Yeah, eat it. Oh, damn it. I guess I don't have an air attack unless I want to use my special. Which, I mean, I guess I do have max of this stuff, so I should probably use it. Okay. I don't know if that so like as I hit enemies, the yellow bar goes up. That's an interesting health system. And then I guess I need to. I don't know if I need to. If it goes away. Oh no, I just instantly restored that. Oh, because I got the bones. My bones back. Gotta make this jump. I don't know if I die here. If I. Oh no. What's this guy? I think I end up positive on that. Use 1, get 5 back. Let's see what's in here. Another skull, yes. So this is I think this is a checkpoint. I don't know 100%. I guess this is above me. What do these guys do? Whoa, this is crazy. Damn. Can't turn around, so the downside of this hammer. Damn, this is annoying. Ouch. I'm ass kicked by this thing. Bone up. What does that mean? It says a level up system. Okay. So what? Increase the power of your main attack. I can increase defense. My sidearms. Bone stone. Store bone stone safely as. Okay, so my money, I guess. I mean, how can I not go for attack? That's seems like the most obvious one. Gotta have main attack. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Oh, there's something underground here. I can't get up that way, or can I? Can I dig underneath it? No. Okay. How do I get up here? Ooh, tree? Oh, I see. There we go. There's something underneath. All right. No guys. Didn't want to deal with these guys. I got him from the wrong way. Alright, getting used to the hammer now. Turning the wrong way. No. Damn it. This hammer is gonna take some getting used to. There we go. Okay. Break this door down. Enter this. Okay. Resident. Like some challenge. Alright. See how that works. Now I'm getting the hammer down. Boom. Now it looks like I'm a genius for picking this. Oh, I like the sound of my bone stone flakes. I hope I can jump on this. Okay. Ooh, some platforming here. Oh, those disappear. Oh, this it activates that. Okay. Oh, I need to use that to jump over. Oh, what the heck? Ow. Ooh, I'm stuck. I can jump over this. I'm running out to drink. Get my sip. I don't know how those sips refill. That shows them. And I can get back to the... I mean, I can save... Does this save my progress? I wonder. I'm going to try it at least. One has a different color. I wonder why. Apparently I cannot throw... I know. That did not go the way I wanted. Ah, shit. I guess that's probably not a bad thing. I can go right back up. Does this restore my HP? It does not. Okay. Gotta get back here. This is, I just fall right down into... Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Yeah, eat my axes. Oh, why did I do that? I guess that just increases your life. It doesn't kill you. That's good. Yeah, sidearms. There we go. That's what I wanted to do originally. What's that? I don't know what that means. Looks like some sort of key. Checkpoint, right? Oh, which is a hole in the ground. Okay. Oh, that's a person? Wait, I'm not the enemy. I'm with Lionel's guard, Thorn, and his conspirators attacked us. I blew up the spark generator, flames, destruction everywhere. I barely made it out alive. Oh, that sucks. I guess he's not in my hand. So I need that key. Do I surmise here? How do I get over it? Well, I can't. How are we getting over this? Because I can't. Oh. Oh. That just instantly kills me. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's see. Defense? Or do I save? I think we just save. Actually, it's probably not a good idea since it's the demo. I'm sure the demo, wait. Oh, there we go. Well, how do I get this key? Can't jump over it. I can dig under it. Wait, can I recover these sparks? Can I do like some weird crazy jump? Holy smokes, that's pretty skillful, if you ask me. Oh, no way! Come on, I did it before. There we go. You can do some crazy jumps here. Oh, what? Did I lose all my things? Oh, this sucks. I lost all my sidearms. Oh, okay. This shoots me back up. Kind of cool. Got the key. Oh, goodness. This doesn't look good. Oh. Oh, shit. No. No! I was drinking my shit! You piece of garbage. Damn you. Damn you. I thought I had that unlocked, but I don't. Clearly I don't. Did I lose my axes? No, I don't want to sip. Oh, how you like that, pal? Starting to get this game down. I want my sparks back, buddy. Thank you. No, this time that. Oh, shit. Wrong way. No, me. Swing that hammer. I wish I had sidearm. So, drinking is an instant, which is interesting. I think probably a good choice, honestly. Apparently I cannot dig under the fire. I'm questioning that logic. Oh, bullshit. I don't know if it's worth going for this. I must. They're not affected by the fire, though. That's video game logic for you. I need to... There we go. Ooh. Is there a secret over there? Probably not, because... Oh. Got another vial. That's good. Faster. Leave me alone. Oh, damn it. This isn't easy. Uh oh. My poor girl's looking a little bit. I'm leaving. No, I still got through that. Where's my hit back? Where's my knockback here? Yeah. Oh no. He fell. Laugh out loud. There we go. It is challenging. At least, ow. It does seem. I mean, in Shovel Knight, was it? Oh, God, was a decent challenge too. Maybe. No, why am I doing this? Ugh, I keep running into the. I'm holding the button down. Let's open a beer. This demo takes a while. screw fighting. No. No way that was. All right. I must reach Ozek. Could you help me, please? Aw, shucks. Here, take these bones. Dang. Where's your next checkpoint? Oh, boy. That seems like a pain in the ass. And I do not have a lot of health. Is this optional? No, screw it. Let's go for it. This doesn't work that way. Like do some weird catty corner stuff. Oh no. Is there one that please give me life one? Oh, I can use my main weapon. Yeah. Oh, sweet. That gave me life. Thank God. Save a level up. What was that? Yeah, back off. And I'm pissing on me. There we go. Got the key, yes. Collectibles. Okay, so how do I get this? Oh, maybe I can go through here? Yes. Some of this, like, that's the only downside with pixel art is sometimes some of this stuff is a little bit, like, you really gotta look. Oh no. Where I need to go. I'm assuming this is giving me some sort of. Please give me an axe. I missed my sidearm. Oh shit. No. Let me go in this. Skull. It's the controls definitely take a little bit of getting used to. Commons here. Oh, there's a new enemy. We got a decent amount of enemy variety so far. Okay. Our dig move seems really good. Okay, at least these guys are die quick. Let's see. Uh-oh. This looks like a boss. I'm breaking this to start off with. Alright. Missed that. Damn, that did a lot of damage. Oh, bad time. Aw, oh, damn it. Oof. Ouch. Oh, I need to... Do I need to get my sparks from him? Because that's gonna suck. I wish I had a sidearm. I've lost mine. don't take damage on the fire. I do need to get it back from him. God. Yes. That's brawn over brain right there. Where is this? No, I'm gonna probably have to stop soon because I don't want to return to your home now. Okay. Oh, cool, they're fighting. Cut that traitor down. Active rebellion going on in the square here. Sorry, that could easily forge. What are you talking about? Oh, I can just go underneath them. Let's see. Good evening, Mina. It's been a while. As Master Lane will be delighted to see you. Whoa, my reflection. Orphanage. Let me show me up front. Is he secretly evil? I don't know. I don't trust him, guys. Orphanage Wing is officially a welcome all. Wait, come back here. Can I get an axe? That seems suspicious. Something's going on. What's going on here? There's definitely something afoot. Stop, Hollower. Whoa, who's this guy? Thorn. No one will stop me from ridding Timberrun of those wretched generators. Their little wings at me. Oh, we know a big talk for a city brain conspirator. Let's see how loud you squeak. Damn. So this is the real house. Missed that. Yeah, eat it. What is this? Leaving marks on something? They explode or something? Nice. Makes sense. Damn it. It's like half a pixel away from hitting that right. Nah. Whoa. What is this thing? Oh shit. No, it's going to go exploding. Pattern is getting more complicated. I'm losing my patience too. desperate here. I think I got him though. Yeah. We got him, baby. Easy. Thanks for playing. 36 minutes. Next. Unearth the secret of Tenbrisile. Meet and defeat cast of unforgettable weirdos. Traverse a handcrafted world in order. 100% trinkets become meat of the hollower. Well, that was a really fun demo. I really liked how that worked out. Seemed like the weapon was pretty unique, pretty challenging. Seems like it's gonna be a really fun like action adventure, sort of like adventure game to play. So I'm looking forward to that. I think. Let me see. Let's try the Steam sale. Steam. Meat of the hollower. Steam. Steam. Where are we looking at? Let me switch off from the Switch here. Scene. Back to Sky. Let's see. How much is it? Have they released a price yet, though? I don't think. Let's see. Where's the cost on it? I don't see any cost information on it yet. Which I do. I'd like to see what. Hopefully, it's not, you know, a full price game. Guess they haven't released the pricing information on this yet. But overall, very fun game. If it's like a $30 game, I'd definitely buy it. But I don't know what they're planning as far as display. But guys, that's it for the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Some fun demos. There's a lot of, like, I guess you want to enjoy some free demos. I recommend this Prismadia Spirit of the Rift. It looks pretty fun so far. At least in alpha, and you can play the alpha for free. You can play a mid alpha hollower for free, the demo. Pretty challenging, fun demo. I'm excited for the full release of the game. So, hey. A lot of fun stuff to play if you don't want to spend a lot of money on gaming. But that's it for the stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out. And we'll see you next time. I'm going to send it over to Jack. Should have something up. Top 5 final bosses. So it's going to be, I'm definitely going to join for this one. Very video game related. So you want to talk more video games, we're going to go into, we'll go into that. I got to figure out what I put for the top 5 bosses. That's going to be it's always hard to debate, but we'll see. You'll have to go there to find out what I choose. So you have a wonderful day, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Goodbye.